Hi, I'm Ankna and I have a project to share with you, and this is a Father's Day project. This I made it for my hubby from my son. So he's 2 year old, and this is what I came up with. This was actually a bowl which I turned into a shadow box. It had a square base just like this, and oops, this flower came out. I'll just put it back. I'll just have to fix it. Anyways, so on top it says world's best father, and I try to incorporate things which are relevant to my husband, and one of which is right on top right here, which is a teacup. He loves tea. So, and the other thing is I had a stamp of this vintage phone, and I got this from Recollections, and this stamp is also from Recollections. And the alphabets which I stamped are from Studio G word stamps, and I use some what do you call it? I keep on forgetting. I'm sorry. I'll just let you know once I remember that. So this is the key, which is my old house key, and we had this got printed from Home Depot. And then these are some white paper flowers which were from bridal collections from Michaels, and there are some pearls tucked in the center right there, and this is a big bead right here. And then I have a teeny tiny flower, crocheted flower with a pearl on top, and this is the wood embellishment from Art Minds. And I stuck this world's best word also on an embellishments, which is also from Art Minds, and it was like a tag. And then down here I made a banner, and it is hanging on a twine, and I have a tiny little bow right here of twine, and it says Amore, which means love. And then I have a number of laces right here. I first actually painted it in Robin Blue from Craftsmart. Basically this bowl was in wooden color, so I first painted it, and then I stamped it with the same ink in just a little bit darker shade, about one shade dark from Studio G. I'm not sure if the camera is gonna pick that up, but I will definitely try and show. Right there is some filigree, if you can see right there. Yeah, so I stamped it all over for a self kind of a print, and it gave a beautiful look. And then I put some paper doilies in the center, which goes from inside, and it comes till here, and these are paper doilies from Walmart. And then for inside, it was pretty deep, so I decided to use a chipboard, and I just measured and cut it accordingly to the length and breadth I wanted. And then I used some paper from Paris Collections, and then this one is from the paper on top on which a note is written is from Rosewood Collections. And then I just added some sentiment on top of it, and it says, I am as lucky as can be, I have world's best daddy. And I just hand wrote it with a black pen. And right here there is a crown with a pearl, and then I used some glossy accents on top. Oh yes, I remember over here also there was glossy accents which I used, and then over here as well. I use some glossy accents. And then this wash also I stamped from Recollections stamps, and I just used a paper from Rosewood, and then I just stamped an image on it and I just fussy cut them. And for all the images I did the same. For this print also, I just stamped an image on the print which I liked and I just fussy cut it. And then down here I have some flowers, and they were really in my stash for a long time, so I don't remember which collection they belong to. And then there is a little crocheted flower right here which actually popped out, and I have to fix this back. And this was from Michaels, and I used a pink pearl in the center. And then this nest here is my handmade nest, and I used some burlap to make this nest, and these eggs are from clay which are also handmade. And then I just applied some robin blue paint on my finger and I just rubbed it all over the eggs, so it gave a really pretty look, and I just loved the way it came out. And then I used some glossy accents on top of it for the dewdrops. And there's a butterfly over here, and it has a bling, and I just fussy cut this butterfly. I just stamped it and fussy cut it, and it was from the same paper collection used at the back. And then right here for a little butterfly, I am very fond of girls and I have a son, so I just decided to make him wear a beautiful little fairy frock one day. And I just clicked some pictures and I just printed it out and fussy cut it. And then I used some lace for the feathers, for the wings. And then there are some red blings on the corners, as he had a red bow right there, red roses over here. So I kind of tried to match it, and I think that came out really cute. And his dad actually loved it a lot. I'm only getting confused between his and her because he is looking very cute little doll here. And then I used the same trim over here which I used for the wings. And I also have some tiny, I just use stamens for these tiny little things on top. And there are some pearls, flatback pearls here. These flatback pearls are also my handmade pearls from the glue sticks, and you have number of tutorials for that on YouTube. So I just decided to make some from my own, and I just really loved the way they came out. They actually look like real pearls. So these are there, and this bling, white bling, which is coming down right here, is from Recollections. And again I have my pearls right there. And then on the corner here I have some lace which was from Michaels, this tiny cream color lace. And then these flowers are also from Michaels, I believe. I had them for a very long time for in my stash. And then I have this little pearl kind of a thing, and it had a string which I actually curled, and it is really beautiful, this pearl cap. I just loved it. And then below these flowers there is again a tag right here, and it says daddy, so it makes world's best daddy. So I made that, and I just used some turquoise paint to paint this tag, and then distressed the edges with black Studio G ink. And then I used this trim right here which I got from Michaels, and I used it in both the tags. And below there are some flowers, some beautiful white and yellow flowers which I got from Walmart's clearance section. And this pink flower as well, and it is kind of like a wood shred flower, and it's really pretty. And I use some glossy accents for the dewdrops. And then again there is my handmade hand punched butterfly. Just stamped it and fussy cut it out, and then on this one I used a white pearl, the same over here, and then I just poured some hot glue again, and I just stuck a yellow bling inside, and I think it gave a really pretty look. And then again I have one more tiny butterfly tucked in here, and this was again a stamp from Recollections, and it is a notice stamp. So I just stamped it and distressed, fussy cut it, and then distressed all the edges right there. And as I said, I basically tried to, go with the theme, for my husband, and he is a software engineer, so all these things are like the notices, the telephones are, the clock is all a part of his life, too much a part of his life. So this is it. And then down here again I have this lace, and then these pearls, and I just really love this part, the way it looks, and I just love the way it came out. So this is almost pretty much it. And for the back, of course, I just used a wooden plank I had, and it was just a tiny wooden piece. I just adhered it to the back, positioning it positioning it right, like a frame, and then I again painted it with the same color. So and on the corners I have this beautiful crocheted lace. It is a cotton crocheted lace, and it's really pretty and soft, and I got this from Michael's again. And underneath here is also some black trim, which you can hardly see, but it adds a little bit of extra texture. And I have that black trim going underneath this also, but you cannot see that. You can see it right here peeking through there. And then at the back of the butterfly there is a little bicycle. You can see that with some hearts right there. And I just stamped it in the blue ink, and then fussy cut it, and then distressed all the edges with black, and I just tucked in there, and you could hardly see it, but it peeks out pretty well. So again, there are some pearls all over, and I used too many pearls and whites and blues, and my husband loves blue, so that was one. And I think my son is looking a pretty little butterfly here, which I love the most. So I hope everybody likes it, and if you have any questions, comments, you can leave it in the comment box below, or you can PM me. And I guess this is pretty much it. And I forgot to mention the bow right here, and I had a sheer ribbon and I made the bow, and then this is again the pearl which I made. So I guess this is it, and I'll talk to you again. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.